Hello, sports fans. Yes, I'm doing this at night before going to the two locations. This is RV'ing with Luck. I'm Ralph Luck. So, before leaving Texas, heading to Oklahoma, I'm going to be stopping at two locations that I'll talk about next. And they were both definitely worth the stop, and I would recommend it in the Amarillo area, specifically for one location, and the other one, Rudy's, is all around Texas and maybe other states. So enjoy. It's mainly in Texas. I'll have to look up here and post below if they're in other states, but they do some good barbecue. They've got all the wood out and their grillers, steamers out, whatever they are, smokers. So I'm going to be going into Rudy's. It's a chain throughout Texas. I believe only Texas. Known for their barbecue. This is actually a country store with a gas station, so it's a pretty big Rudy's. Glad I headed up here before I'm leaving Amarillo. I went in and I was going to do the brisket sandwich, and then I was like getting a couple of sides, and unfortunately they don't have like a lunch special. And I asked the girl at the cashier, and Rudy's, by the way, is a place where you order, you get your food right up, and you go sit down, and they've got barbecue sauces all over. I love their barbecue sauce, not the sissy sauce, which is like no spice, but their regular sauce is really good with a little tingle of spice. I added some of that sauce to my brisket sandwich with some onions, fresh white raw onions, and it was really tasty. And I had a couple of jalapenos on the side to add a little spice and change of flavor in between bites. So I'd give it a solid B. The problem I have with Rudy's is the brisket sandwich was about $1 or 75 cents more than the other, so it was like $8.50, $8.95. I'm good with that. Good brisket sandwich. That's kind of what I would expect. But I got these really small. Let's see if I could tell you. Now, for me, it was filling. But we're talking like 6 to 8 spoonfuls, and they were $2.50 to $2.95. I got the beans and the cream corn. Cream corn was good, you know. It wasn't like the pit stop in, I think it was Ozona, or the sister town to Ozona, in Texas, that I had on a previous video. That was the bomb. That was killer. This was not too bad. I mean, again, I'd give it like a B. I'd give the brisket sandwich B+, maybe even an A-. When you add the sauce and the onions, might have came in at A-. And then the beans, same thing, A-, B+. So they had their Rudy's beans. But overall, those little containers of sides just were pretty expensive. Bumped up the whole meal to a little over $17. And again, I don't mind paying for the brisket sandwich, but that just seemed a lot for a little bit of beans and a little bit of cream corn to be charging $2.50, $2.95. So that kind of weighted in my score. I'm glad I went there, glad I tried it. But if I'm going to pay $17, I'm going to go to one of the top barbecue places and sit down and let them serve me and give them a tip. And, you know, I was told, I went over and over and over, and got 2 places in Amarillo, Texas that were supposed to be really great. Unfortunately, I didn't get to visit them. Okay. This next stop is at the Big Texan Steakranch, but I'll put the name here in case I forgot it and put in the wrong one. This place has home of the free 72-ounce steak, because if you could eat the 72-ounce steak within an hour, you get it for free. Otherwise, goodness knows what that's going to be of a price. I didn't actually go into the restaurant part and look at the menu. Shame on me. But I did get some good footage of some other areas. It's really a novelty area. People call it a good tourist trap because they got a lot of cool Texan stuff and Amarillo stuff, and they're supposed to do up a pretty good barbecue and steak, mostly known for their steaks. They got the tomahawk steak and some others. So hope you enjoyed the video. It was definitely worth the stop before I left Amarillo and headed up towards Oklahoma. Hoping my battery doesn't die. I'm at the Big Texan Steakranch, home of the free 72-ounce steak. If you eat that 72-ounce steak, it's free. I'm gonna go inside and get some details. Here's their hotel. And I'm thinking more of the hotel. But you can see it's all definitely a ranch western look to it. Now this guy, definitely a little scary. So here's the front of it. I came from the back, way back where the semis and RVs are supposed to park. And as you can hear, we're right off the I-40. Let's go in and see if I can get any video before the battery dies. Another scary guy. Do you believe first place was 4 minutes 18 seconds by Molly. And here's the famous free steak.
What are you waiting for? Come on over. For a small fee, Zoltar will give you a well of wisdom.
Step right up, get your